Hola. Welcome, y'all. Day out of time is connected to the 25th of July, or Kin 168. Here we are. 7. Hold up, y'all. Here we are. Few to enter. Hi. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, y'all. Go ahead and take deep breaths. Inhaling for 4 seconds, holding it for 4, and then exhaling for 4. And make sure when you're breathing, you're feeling your belly area expand more than your chest is. Because if you're just taking these deep breaths, inhales and exhales, and you find that your chest is doing most of the work, your diaphragm isn't actually opening up, therefore allowing you to go through the cycle of having that air that you're looking for, or that we are aiming to connect with these deep breaths. So yeah, and I'll be right with you. Kin 68, 168, but tomorrow will be Yellow Electric Star Day, which is Kin 68 though. And I'm feeling the effects of it now. Day out of time, where time is art. Day out of time, where time is art. Now, first of all, time is art. Time is art. Time is art. So why do people say we don't have enough time? Day out of time. Source really got me connected to the essence of that. For one who's not used to that type of journey, it can be quite dangerous. I'm not going to lie. It really can be. Depending on the way you respond, or if you're going to react to what the way that drop just hit that AC, and me seeing the entire drop is what I'm saying. Because it's like, time is art, y'all, which means it's an illusion. Art is illusions. And why could that concept be dangerous for someone who's not on a spiritual journey of personally developing themselves from the spirit to the emotion to the mind to the body, being connected with the soul, if they have one? So we're going to see what messages Source has for us. I was going to do a pre-shuffle, but it totally slipped my mind. So definitely wasn't intended to do a pre-shuffle, because obviously the messages are going to come out which I hear. So welcome, loves. Oh man. Not only that, you have the energy of Hathor, Aset, what many know of as, not many know of as, but also know an energy of the same or similar rather as Mary Magdalene. Her day was not too long ago, 2 days ago, 22nd, 23rd, who is the counterpart of the divine masculine Yeshua, ascended master. Now, what happens there with Mary Magdalene was the Vatican said that the egg that she had in her hand, that turning red, is as unlikely as the ascended master resurrecting. Whether this is something y'all believe in, the whole moral of this story, speaking of energy, the whole moral of that story is energy, power, magic, gifts. 1 second. Okay. So here we have the Vatican telling her, now you full of shit. We know that one of the top, I just saw an orb, so I know what I'm talking about is a whole nother different thing. Not gonna lie, I was pissed off earlier because I was like, this is why the world is the way it is. I stepped into my earth angel energy. Now, when people hear the word angel, they think, oh, no. An angel is a warrior. Okay? It protects heaven. An angel protects heaven. An earth angel is protecting the planet. Now, that this planet, again, comes with its own frequency, its own vibration. It's a being. The same way you see me, this entire planet is the same. It's a being. You want to know what else, too? I'm actually at a point of when conversations like this are had, because I'm sensing more of those who don't know or don't believe, but they believe in what destroys or what wants to destroy the planet, which it will never succeed in. So I'm at that point where energetically, I'm not my earthly self. I am a human being, fully human, fully divine. But enough is enough. The same way gossip is normal to people, these type of high level conversations, high frequency conversations should be the norm. It shouldn't be weird. It shouldn't be weird to talk about your powers, your abilities, to the extent where you can take it. Y'all know where y'all can take it, but y'all don't have these conversations because you don't want somebody looking at you some type of way. Shit's none of their business. None of their business or your business as to what you do, the way you think, the way you express yourself. So this day out of time really got me back to the source. And everyone has that, an opinion. Everyone has that. Just like everyone has an ass, everyone has a brain. Do they use it? No. And that's what I mean about a day at a time. When we speaking of day at a time, we're talking about first and foremost that time is art. So you can make it whatever you want to make it to be. See, I'm speaking from a perspective of a higher initiate. Someone who's on a journey, because you're always going to be on a journey as long as you're in this realm. But when you're speaking to those who have the consciousness of the subconscious, this is what I'm talking about. And this is who I'm talking to. Because you overstand. When you overstand in the way I'm expressing self at this moment, there are no labels. That's the problem with the world. The labels y'all like to express about different things. It's only gonna create confusion. Not realizing that those labels were designed for structure. But you gotta ask yourself, what type of structure is it that you're connected to when doing so? See, it's gonna be hard for somebody who is still thinking about a hierarchy. I'm telling listen, I'm telling you, I come from a different universe where a lot of this shit, this ain't it. It's not it. Don't matter what type of ship you in or get on, it's still a vessel moving on a currency called water. Stuck and complacent. Right. When we're speaking of day out of time, none of that shit over here matters right now. So we're going to see what the messages are. We're going to see what these messages are. Because I am expressing myself from a galactic perspective, if we're going to label it. See, the one that doesn't use the labels now, we're speaking of, I got chills. We're speaking of an energy that uses vibrations and frequencies. This is someone who uses telepathic communication. It's basically like being so smart you fucking stupid. Like, same with the school systems. Being taught based on a structure to not use your power. See? This energy so real to the point where I'm not even ready to pull cards yet. I'm really not. Well, let's see. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to my angels, spirit guides, ancestors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see. Always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Exactly that. Feeling the core of the planet right now on some real shit. Let's see. Let's see what this is talking about right quick. Hold up. Address 00120. God's hidden hand. Book of Enoch. This is what I'm saying. Because I'm looking up the gematria for 714 selenite. Because as I was opening up for the messages, the selenite came out of my hand. And it's that. And when I said that's exactly that, because I'm like, this feels like a battery charger. I feel like a battery charger. So some of y'all up in here, y'all about to get charged up. I know that. Mm-hmm. Inside of God. Come on now. This is what I'm saying. Like I see that inside of God. I know that's a whole different energy right there. Inside of God. God is one thing, but inside of God. Come on now. Osiris, August, God deity, God's karma, reveal God, God avatar, clear as day, invest, cosmic code, look here, 228. Make hot, heat, make what hot? You see, 534. 534. Top of a tree, make hot. That's volcano. 89. This selenite is just moving, man. I shall increase. Father of a warrior. Like I literally sat here and I asked Source, I was like, I know what I'm using my gifts for, but there's something else. It got nothing to do with humans. That's how far I went with questioning Source. Asking Source questions, rather. 7 through 50 shades of emotional in 2 days. 707 when you said orb. That was the moment I seen one too. My room is dark right now. Yeah, we here and present for real. Like, day out of time is an energy where you can actually manipulate time. So this ain't for, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody in terms of like, oh, you're not at this level. Although, yeah, there are levels, but granted, as I mentioned before, removing that hierarchy, the only reason why there's levels because that shit is dangerous for the one who's not prepared, yo. that ain't, that's messing with a time machine. You don't know what you're doing. And this is why I feel the way I feel when it comes to humanity today. Choices being made, actions on choices be, I can't even speak like the words right now. Leo, it's Leo season. Bring the lion. Come through. Come through. Mercury. Oof. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Mercury right now is in Leo. Okay. At 11 degrees, which is Aquarius. What planetary hour are we in? I'm not rushing. Like I don't normally rush readings, but I'm not rushing this. It's wild because that light never jumps the way it jumps, but I'm noticing it jump. The one for the camera. This is all I'm saying. Like I looked outside a while ago and I watched a bird land on a tree, and this tree is pretty far for me to see that there's two birds on there on top of it, just sitting there talking, chilling. And there was starlings, and this was at 4:17. So the something about the stars right now are aligning in a way. 22:11. The stars are aligning right now for what? Ooh. I'm in that fully human, fully divine state where my fully human state is like, why the fuck am I here? Why is it like this out here? Why is it like this out here? Anybody got an answer for that? Bro. We'll see where we going with this, because I say I is here. Mm. Jupiter retrograde too. So we're going over something once, going backward, and then going forward again. And that could be part of this energy that I'm picking up on. It's like, again, and my energy connects to the subconscious of the collective. It's like coming to a point where you connect with high vibrational, you know, beings. Then you have to come back down and shit. It's like, what why we gotta come back down for? Why we gotta come back down for? Speaks of the mouth of the Amazon River. Rarely can you get, this is speaking of Mercury. Mercury. Rarely can you get to the central place and stay there. It start off like that, why don't you? But if destiny is fast and free, you do abide in the heart of creation, and you never leave this spot. A host of virtues and gifts are showered upon you as you hold this post with supreme and personal self command. The most outstanding of these qualities is of faith and confidence in the powers that be. This is all I'm talking about, which can move any mountain. This is what I'm talking about. There's less than 1% that feel like they can move mountains. And say what you want, call it what you want. But if that ain't the way you expressing yourself, please stay away from me. Please stay away from me. Okay? Look at this fool. This is what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Y'all bored. Okay. It's like, yo. See what I'm saying? Yup. Feels like I'm being tested to see if I can really maintain and redirect my energy when needed. Yes. And this retrograde gonna really have you feeling that back and forth of when you did it, the moment you didn't do it, presenting to you that moment when you didn't, to see if you're going to. Part of you may say, I know this is a test, but I'm not going to do or respond in a certain way. And the way that you say that you're not going to respond is the way they ask you to respond, depending on who you are, though. Depending on who you are and your human design. She said it's ghetto. Mercury and Leo. Let's continue what this is saying here. Which can move any mountain. And accompanying this trait is an unworldliness which hosts or orchestrates a threshold awareness, an open door between worlds. You entirely live for the cosmic, the universal, and the source spring, the inner source spring. You see what I'm saying? I didn't do no pre-shuffle. I'm just pulling the cards what you hear right now. This is all I'm saying. Anything else outside of that, what we're reading right now, is like, what we gonna do about this energy? What we gonna do about this energy? I know that what we're doing for ourselves is helping with the energy around us. But what else are we gonna do? So we can really have this heaven on earth. Because my mindset, my heart is set on heaven on earth, on some other shit. Now you got the sun operating in a way that's activating this energy as well. And we are in Leo season. Let's continue this, y'all. You entirely live for the cosmic, the universal, the inner source spring. And what you perceive along this path is how everything goes out from here over all the world. But everything returns to here, so that the highest and the truest can once again be sparkled into the shared stream and known to be pulsatingly alive and self-renewing. In most rapturous gestures of moving, which whatever is asked. In the most rapturous gesture of moving with whatever is asked. Then we have inspired soul gifts. You are endowed with the great wealth of talent and ability, the natural artist, visionary, and a tuner. Everything overflows. Huge scope, bigger than life. Issues of ego. Can the self be selfless? But it must be selfish. If it must be selfish if it has overextended being selfless. To answer that question, raw vitality and virtuoso performance. This calls for a ripening and deepening to be fulfilled. When still bold and wild, you experience great struggle against constraints. When still bold and wild, you experience great struggle against constraints. When clear and steady, there are no limitations on what can come through. The prototype for the future, given the whole picture in all its glory. Let me look at this. I need to see the design for today. I need to look at the design for today. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to see this design for today. When my higher self take over, that joint be taking over, and I do not get in the way. See, now I'm back to my human self, as I'm like, but my higher self is quite stern. I'm not going front, but hey, it is what it is. Higher self do not tolerate no bullshit. We really don't. I mean, not disrespect the bull. It would be the projector. Sheesh. Right angle cross of the unexpected. Right angle cross of the unexpected. Hold on. As I'm opening this is actually calming me down. So, because I would sit here like, should I really be doing this live right now? Powers that be is you once you realize who you are. But you're going to have to remove the fear to be who you are, the I am that I am. 3141. 31. You carry the energy that is likely to land you in a place of leadership rather unexpectedly. It will seem to come from nowhere. Suddenly, you are in the limelight, or at least holding things up. Be aware that you have this energy, and at some point, will be thrust into a lead role. Get ready to take on the responsibility, for this is why you are here. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not talking to people who want to follow. I'm not doing today. This message right here, this day at a time, is not for people who want to follow. It ain't. It's for those who know who the fuck you are. You just need an outlet where you can express yourself and be who you are. Because that's literally what I asked Source earlier. I was like, what is this for? What came out? Aries card and the 11th house. I already know what fucking time it is. I need to get to the collective who are here to be the I am that I am, who is here to be gods and goddesses and not afraid of that shit. If you are, get the fuck off my channel, bruh. Sis. Because that's how tired of it I am. Going back to that Mary Magdalene energy. Hathor, Aset. The priestesses. You feel me? For real, for real. Like is like I asked, I said, what else are we going to do? We really gotta step to that point where you gotta bring that lion out. Gotta bring that lion out. You can't be afraid of that lion. You can't. Cause boy, if that lion smell fear, ooh, you a whole entree for it. And that lion that you can be a whole entree for is within you. This is killing self softly. Feel me? 733 right now. On 1933. That's Sebi's energy too. Every time I see that, I see Sebi's energy. As a matter of fact, when I went outside, I saw a license plate that said 1033. So let me see what's up there. Because that's what I was going to look at too. So if you ain't ready, if you listen, if you're not ready to be that spiritual warrior, like I said, this is not gonna be the channel for you. It's not gonna be. If you're not ready to pave your own way, this ain't it. I don't want that other energy over here. Although the only way I remove that is if I see someone say something in the chat. I'm going to remove your ass. That's just how I roll, because I don't need that energy going to somebody else within the live chat. I'm very aware of energy and how that shit flows. Not shit, how it flows. How? Source. Like, I don't play with people, but we definitely not gonna give that impression no more. As if. Okay. And this is source speaking through my vessel to y'all, to your higher self. To the real spiritual warriors, not for the ones that I said that just doing this shit for show because it looked good. Or you wearing crystals, or you wearing that. That don't mean shit. Those same crystals that you wearing and you moving differently gonna destroy you one of these days. It's plasma you talking about. And even if it doesn't come from an authentic spot or a natural spot, you still have plasma within you to activate that crystal. But it depends on what type of plasma energy you got flowing through you and the way you activate whatever it is that you touch. See? Get ready to take on the responsibility, for this is why you are here. Let me look a little bit more at this design today. Let me look at this subconscious gate over here. It's a projector. Today would have been somebody born today would be a projector. I knew it had to be something. It had to be something, boy. As I'm talking to y'all on this video, I'm talking to myself too, because I ain't looking at y'all, I'm looking at myself. So keep that shit in mind, okay? This is why I be telling people, if I spoke to you the way I speak to self, when I know I ain't doing what the fuck I'm supposed to do, you couldn't stand a millisecond around me at all. You wouldn't do it. Not to say that I abuse myself. I'm not saying that. Not at all. Welcome, my love. But I know what I know. I know what age we in. The age of awareness to know. And as a projector myself, yeah, I'm unfortunately surrounded by a lot of people who got Vatican mentality. Let's just put it that way. We got Vatican mentality. But it's for a reason. Because I have to dispel that energy. By just being me. Not saying shit to them. I talk here. When I'm off of here, I'm just being me in my being, in my physical vessel. Which is stronger than me using my words. I'm much stronger when I don't use my words, actually. Still strong using the words, but much stronger without it. Notice what happens when you hear a beat, when you're dancing, and what actually occurs in the mind and the heart and the body all together. Granted, there may be lyrics to the song, but what makes you dance is that rhythm, is that beat, that frequency, that vibration. The words will just add to the emotion. But the power's in that vibration. Same way with the heart, has a vibration each time it goes boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at something else. Gate 28. Gate 28. Gate 28. The gate of the game player. the channel of struggle, a design of stubbornness. The center of this is the spleen. The spleen is the home of our oldest and only existential awareness, our body consciousness. The gut feeling. The 28th gate is a conceptualizing gate, the first step of any awareness process. Now, what I'm reading right now has to do with aligning with one's purpose in an energy like today. But this would be the gate for someone who is born today, later on seeing this for themselves, where they can read it and understand it and say, oh, this is how I get in alignment to my purpose. So the potential of intuition is to know in the now whether it is of value to struggle or not, where the mechanical fighter will not listen. The game player must. The fear of this gate is of death. The challenge is life itself. This is some real day out of time energy. Although day out of time is on the 25th, but I'm putting this energy here today because I can feel it already. So the development of intuitional potential is based on trial and error, being a part of the knowing circuit. This is a deeply individual process. The risks are always taken alone, and so are the consequences. The individual and society is the key to direction, but the role is fraught with difficulties. Any change in direction is the direct result of mutation, the format 360 of this circuit. If the mutation is going to be successful and replace the old with the new, the tribe and the collective must be convinced of its value. That is bonkers right now, because I was like, the reason why people see money as the root of all evil, because they don't understand what value is. Look at this rotted thing here. So, the value. Let's see what else comes out here. I was gonna look at this license plate. Libra comes out. So Leo, Libra, y'all up here. Cancer is here on the other side. Let me look at this. Man, listen. See what I'm looking for. Don't have complete words. It has words that will give you the first word. Honesty is dead. I'm done. We got Ida, Gigi, Dia, DIA, like Dia Day, Bebe, Becca, Bach, Gab, Kaba. You see what 14 talking about? To be willing, 14. And the lexicon speaks of to be willing, consent, to be willing to, let me see, 14, and we got 84, to be willing. What's this? 84. It says pinion, wing, of bird, of God, metaphorically. Consent of God. Consent of God. To do what exactly? And it says of bird, specifically ostrich, eagle, and dove. Eagle and dove are the final stages, because you also have the phoenix of Scorpio. And we saw the word dead there, so that speaks of a transformation. Consent of God to do what? Meaning your higher self. Unexpected imprisonment. Okay, what about it? Community. 223,799. 223. How does that? Priest. Let me see. Uriah, Jehovah Yahweh is my light, the flame. 223. Consent of God to use the flame. Consent of God to use the flame. Let me see. 799. Fiery law, fire of law, fire was a law. Shit. Okay. Okay. Power to use. Power to use the flame. Power to use the flame. Okay. Power to use the flame. I gotta write this down myself. Hold on. 1484. Yeah. 84. 223. 799. Consent of God to use flame. All right, let me see what else we got here. 27, 29. 27, 29. To tremble, quake, move about, be startled, be terrified, to tremble of a mountain, to tremble of people, to be anxiously careful. Use your fire. This is what I'm saying. It's like, like, we gonna get to work or not? We gonna get to work or not? Because that shadow aspect, until you go into that part of yourself, whatever is hidden is going to take over you if you don't go to work on it and let it know who's boss. Speaking to somebody. Okay. Moving mountain season. Moving mountains. 29, 39. To feed, cause to eat. That was another download that was coming while I was outside too. Shouldn't really have to be paying for food, but it depends on what you're eating though. That's the thing. Depending on what you're eating, you're going to be paying for food. Because if you're eating what is provided, you know, by the earth, you wouldn't be paying for food. Unexpected income. Imprisonment. Let's see what this shit is about. Marriage. This is being attached to an idea of courtship for some of you. Attached to an idea when it comes to courtship, especially with Leo, Libra, Cancer up here. And this idea can be something that's connected to you in a maternal aspect. Yes. 318, Pisces energy. Community. If it's not someone around you, that area in itself, energetically, It's like certain areas move you forward, others, make you take a step back energetically. I see where that astrocartography will come in, though. The wealthy man here at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else I'm getting here. Somebody's in a marriage that they're not happy in as well. Better get yourself up on out of there, or a contract that you're not happy with. This could also be someone going down memory lane of soul contracts and why you are or where you are. Why you are where you are. For some, a particular community makes you feel imprisoned. This could even be on social media. Subconsciously, there's an energetic cord of imprisonment when it comes to certain communities on social media. Yeah, see? Someone's in a particular contract here that they have to make judgment on. This could be somebody who's connected to someone that they grew up with and they have a child together. See what else I'm getting from this. We got courtship coming out here. Some of you here also is an unexpected child coming. Congratulations. And I truly feel that if you happen to be in this state of an unexpected child, right? That is source bringing that energy to you for a reason, for unconditional love. The child learns a different aspect of love because they're taught that. Audibly, visually, through their own experience. Well, those two, because depending on who it is that they are being raised by. Yeah, so we have the child here. There's a main female here that is of high honor, but went through a part in life of poverty. We have an older man here concerned, and you're about to receive a message of that concern. This could be in your dream state. If this person that is concerned is someone on the other side, especially as we're talking about, like, you got to get yourself out of this way of thinking, this scarcity way of thinking in any area of your life. Because we got the main female here at the bottom of the deck, and what's under that? Thief. Lovers. There's robbers that are lovers that were robbers, where they basically took your energy. You have to reclaim that back. There be things that you do spiritually, to cleanse yourself, and the most obvious, it'll be under the rug, on a back burner type thing. So I feel like this is what this message is bringing forth, is like, it's the obvious thing. It's the most obvious thing right now. Because Mercury and Leo energy, that's a vibe where it's like, you better know who you're talking to before you start talking. You better know who you're talking to before you start talking. Because we got the messenger of the gods, and then we got the lion. It's like, it's a vibe where you're always ready to roar. When you see a lion roar, you already know. It's like, what we doing? What we not doing that we must do? Okay. So let me get one more here. Let me just look at what Spirit talking about for the collective. Day at a time. I feel like everything is being presented at one time. It's like the energy is presenting your life to you as a collage. Sudden wealth is the very final card of this of these 12 cards that are out here. And then we got the official person, 1122, 2211. We definitely had a message come through at 2211. So whenever you watch this back, just know something pertaining to an official person and sudden wealth. Day out of time. Time is art. There's a pause in time where you can literally shift everything. This is the moment right now. 5510 on the clock. Welcome, love. You can literally shift your entire life right now. Especially with Jupiter in retrograde too, this is helping you to tie up the loose ends, to cut the final cords. Because when it goes back direct and enters the sign of Aries, now you're stepping into expanding, and integrating into society your life path based on your life force, what the blood that runs through you. So if you're still holding on to toxic energy, your blood is carrying that toxic energy as well. And if your blood is the web, the invisible web that connects you to your experiences, you may want to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why, not only, but one of the reasons why they've been pushing the vibes of detox, 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 detox. Do what you do after that. But there's certain messages that come through, and if it resonates with you, you know what I'm saying? Don't look at that. Cut the cord right now at the bottom of the deck. And then we got the White Wizard. Whatever takes you away from timelessness, cut the cord. Whatever takes you away from the action of enchantment, cut the cord. Whatever cuts you from being receptive to the abundance that Source wants to give you, obviously, cut the cord. Especially from the root chakra. Again, with life force. Let's see what else we got going on here. That could be the message of concern also. What's the message of concern? We have the pale horse coming out here, which is the rider of death. Hades, given forth of the earth to kill with sword, hunger, death, beast of the earth. The Most High makes it all possible and definite. Some of you, there's something you got to cut yourself away from that you're going to, it's with Source and the Ascended Masters and the energies of the Ascended Masters, that's has to help you with this. But you have to be ready to do it, because this is giving me a vibe where everything within you, your blood, your cells, your DNA, your brain waves, everything changes. It's like there's a major reset. There's not just a reset like, oh, I'm done. No, this is a reset. Again, with this cut the cord right now. Source. I think I'm bullshit. Respond. The universe is nudging you. Connections and communications with and on purpose. If not, you know the vibes. Continue to ask yourself, is this the belief system that allows your soul to thrive or someone else's opinion adopted as belief? Because this belief is going to connect you to what you know, if you allow yourself to know what you believe in. That's all you know. You could have been lied to all your damn life. Could have been lied to all your life. And that's part of the energy that I'm feeling now. Not now. Well, yeah, through this live. It's like you can tell people that they've been lied to, but they still do the same shit. And then wonder why you move a certain way around them. Like, bruh. Okay. Then we got the new moon, which is coming up 4 days. 1 Corinthians 13:7. Love never gives up, and its faith and hope and patience never fail. Love, huh? Love. Something that is supposed to be and is unconditional. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, in this age of Aquarius, a lot of the cutting of the cord is having to do with your awareness. of what it is and the conversations that you're having with yourself between your heart and your mind. Because we just came from the age of Pisces, which had a lot more to do with emotions. So there could even be, like, the thing is, a lot of these rituals that most of us do know, yeah, you can still use them, but be mindful that your mind and your heart now are in more of being at the forefront of getting things taken care of. So this is basically like where you gotta know, and what you know, you gotta move on. So let me see, what's the best example I can give you right now? I know what my abilities are, what my gifts are. I know what they are. But if I'm not doing this, oh, that's my ass. If I'm not sharing this information with y'all, that's my ass, because that's what I'm here for. I know what I'm here for. I'm not going to keep questioning what I'm here for. So it's like, if I know I have to cut someone off, I'm not going to wait to cut them off. I'm going to cut you off. I don't care who you are. Unless there's an energy shift later on down the line, and you'll know later on down the line who belongs there, because they'll reconnect with you. But sometimes people reconnect with you because you have yet to fully cut that cord. So now they're still connecting to you from your old you, where you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And your body tells you every time too. You know, you'll get that feeling where it's like, this shit something don't feel right. And something will come to your mind like this. You'll process it, but you will do nothing about it. And when I say do nothing about it, I mean really cut the energy out of your space, where you're either blocking them or whatever. Doing whatever you got to do. So whatever you don't want to reconnect with you, they don't have access to you. And making sure that when you're blocking someone, you know that what you're doing is closing the door. But if you're blocking and you're energetically still connected, there ain't no point in blocking somebody. So now it takes for you to rise up in your vibration and be like, you don't belong here. Why? Because I know who I am and I know who you are, and we cannot exchange energy, because the energy that we exchange will not create abundance. Just keep it simple. Yes, this is collective. Feel me? So yeah, still do your rituals and things like that. But know now, in this age, whatever you're aware of, you must take action within you, within your heart and within your mind. Well, within your brain. That's a lot of deprogramming for most, though. And I'll say deprogramming for most because there may be certain foods that you eat, they may trigger, this memory with this person, or shows or music. Get back to where you know that you enjoy these things because you enjoy them, not because it's a connection to that past. It would be a connection to the past, but know that you're still you and you enjoy these things. And these things that you enjoy will probably still come into your life with somebody else. So now here's the other part where it's like, in order to move on and be able to be receptive to the next, this is another part for some people where they find themselves stuck. They don't do certain things because it's connected to an ex or their childhood experience. So is this something you enjoy? Is it something you enjoy? Enjoy it. But remove whatever it is. The thing is, it's not hard to remove an energy. We make it so because we give energy to it. Through our thoughts, control your thoughts. They're yours. That's wild. Everything I'm saying right now, I literally had a conversation with myself before coming on live. Because I went through that moment too, where I was just like, yo, when I told myself, you know what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to feel it, think about it, let it filter through, have the conversation with yourself about everything that's making you say, but why this, but why that, and answer yourself and get it out the way. Because you're not talking to anybody else. You're talking to you. No one can tell you you're right or wrong, good or bad. And that shit right there is part of a structure so that way you don't use your power. But if you look at things from cause and effect, it's a whole nother topic. You're never wrong or right. You're just saying something at this moment and it's giving you this effect in this moment. If it happens to change, then it changes. Then it changes. That can really, lighten the load of certain heartaches and pains. Because somebody hurt you, you're going into, but why this, but why they did me wrong, they did me that. Ding, 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 ding. That's a whole nother song you singing. You feel me? Because what's going to be harder in life is holding on to something that ain't even holding on to you. Just sounded like a TV just turned on. You're watching the movie of your life. I was left here. Some of you already did this in the past life too. The same experience you got going on now. Let's see what the tarot cards are saying. That's it, yeah. You have to be sure. You have to be sure. Why do you come across people who hurt us? It's feedback that you're getting. It's feedback that you're getting. They're hurting you because this is where you hurt yourself. That's what makes it easy to really cut the cord now. Once you realize, wait a minute, the only reason why you connect energetically is because there's a part of me that does that to myself. You just express it in a different way. But the energy is the bottom line. Feel me? Once you start looking at self and on that level, cutting cords is not a problem. We make it that though. Because we're learning. You're learning to remember source within you. Gotta change the channel frequency. Yep. Real talk. And I speak from experience too, because I asked myself the same questions until I sat there with myself. That's the truth. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Some of you, this is new. Whatever this offer is that's coming in is new. It won't be a reconciliation. But I sat there and asked myself, I was like, yo, why do this? And where it really began with me was a lot of the athletic injuries I would have. I would ask, research what is the spiritual meaning of this type of pain in this type of center. That's where the shit all started. And I started to realize, wait a minute. Why was I intrigued about going to this particular school or having these type of friends, this, that, or whatever? Because everybody's a mirror for you. Everybody's a mirror for you. The sky is a mirror to this planet. So let's see, what's the current situation for the lovely collective? We have 808 Lions Gate come through. Yo, we here, source. We here. Okay, we here. 10 of Pentacles. This speaks of support, respect, loyalty, respect over loyalty. So you know that you really have loyalty. You got to have that respect, because everyone that is loyal don't mean that they are respectful to you. Come on now. This is definitely a healing message. I'll tell you that. Cause there be moments I don't be wanting to come across like that. I don't, but that shit they ain't got to listen. You got to get to the root of something. What do you call that? That drill. That's what it feels like sometimes that I have to be. Because we just can't sit here and get it right and be like, well, this we're gonna just remove this and we nah. Get the fuck up on out of here. This Nine of Pentacles, independence in the middle of the spread. Let's see what's the challenge here for this Ten of Pentacles. It's all love though, like on some real shit. We willfully struggle. We do. We do. We willfully struggle because there are certain things that we are still connected to that makes us respond to life, well, react to life in the way that we do. And then we find ourselves going through this process of having to heal. You know what I mean? So the challenge is King of Wands. Wow, Leo energy, transformation, having the spirit of leadership, which is what we was just talking about. With the Mercury and Leo energy. So the challenge is rarely you can get to the central place and stay there. But if destiny is fast and free, you do abide in the heart of creation and you never leave this spot. But if destiny is fast and free, you do abide in the heart of creation and you never leave this spot. And before that was rarely can you get to the central place and stay there. But if destiny is fast and free, you do abide in the part of creation, in the heart of creation, and you never leave that spot. A host of virtues and gifts are showered upon you as you hold this post with supreme and personal self-command. The most outstanding of these qualities is a faith and confidence in the powers that be. That being is you, which can move any mountain. And accompanying this trait is an unworldliness which hosts or orchestrates a threshold awareness, an open door between worlds. You entirely live for the cosmic, the universal, the inner source spring. So that's the challenge, to entirely live for the cosmo, the universal, the inner source spring. And what you perceive along this path is how everything goes out from here over all the world, but everything returns to here. To the cosmic, the universal, so that the highest and the truest can once again be sparkled into the shared stream and known to be pulsating, alive, and self renewing in the most rapturous gestures of moving with whatever is asked. Listen. Look at that 10 of swords at the bottom of the deck. Now, 10 of swords is the sun or Mercury in Gemini. And then we have the 10 of pentacles with Mercury is present here twice. So you're definitely receiving a lot of messages here. Okay. It could be in an animated format. Some of you, there's messages that are coming through cartoons, but you feel like you don't have enough time to watch it and you keep prolonging it. You're procrastinating on a specific cartoon that you know you're supposed to watch. Like it keeps coming to your mind, but you don't watch it. But there's a message in there for you. Some of you, the other challenge is an inheritance, is you inheriting your ancestral gifts to a degree where you make it your own. Another, the challenge for some of you is being the giver of wisdom and connecting to your spirit of leadership. And you may feel these effects because the King of Wands is speaking of July 21st to August 24th. Numbers 23 and 5 could be significant. But let me see why else. Let me get a zodiac card here for this King of Wands. See what's popping. See what's popping, good looking. I'm just ready for people to rise up, man. Like for real. Why is the King of Wands a challenge, Star Family? Why is the King of Wands a challenge? And the Zodiac card came out in reverse. Cancer. Okay. Your feelings. Your feelings become programs when you say I am. Some of you are feeling lost and you're saying I am lost. But you're not. But you're making that your reality because you said I am. Because you said I am. Why is this Cancerian? This could also be a Cancer in the way too. Someone who is not emotionally intelligent. Being emotionally intelligent could also be a challenge, which is the energy in motion within you, your intel about that, your knowing about that. It's one thing for you to read certain things, like see your natal chart, your human design, and your galactic signature. These are all things to help you to trigger a change within you, to unlock these parts of you within you, so that way you can channel the information you came here with, that you are not going to read about. And trust that, because that came through you. Similar to birthing a child too. You know that's your child because that's the child within you. Feel me? Y'all out here today, huh? Let's see what else we got here. Why is this Cancerian energy in reverse? The energy is emotional, sensitive, and then we got Gemini. Yeah, see, these are thoughts. Then we have Vesta. Some of you, this has something to do with your body. If you're not comfortable with your body, listen, it is a process, but the sooner you start on that process to get your body to look the way you want it to look, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. And I mean in a natural way. I'm not talking about no doctor cutting you up and all this other bullshit. None of that. No. Because there's Judgment Day season coming for that too, unfortunately. But that's just what it is. Because that's all part of that structure where you're taking where you're unable to tap into your power fully because you're worried about this and you're worried about that. Who's gonna say this? But you can't say this because this, fuck all that. Well, if that's the case, take your ass to your spiritual realm and go to work. Do you? Yeah, do you? What's at the basis of this? What's the basis of this? Taking a leap of faith, looking at the immediate past. You got the Strength card again, Leo energy. Taking a leap of faith is the basis of this. Let's see what you have been set up here for. Wow. Something within the last 2 years that you know you have to detach from and you haven't yet. This current situation. If you want your abundance, you want your support, you want this respect, you want this loyalty, you have to step into your spirit of leadership. And this spirit of leadership has something to do with you disconnecting from someone that you know you should have disconnected from 2 years ago. For others of you, this is you not using your powers, your mental powers, your mental abilities. Overseeing. You're not overseeing something. What is this exactly? Because that's also connected to Capricorn. And we have the Cancerian card, which is the polar opposite to that, coming out here. Mm-hmm. 818. Let's see. What is this here? Concern. What do you? Then we got the moon, see, which is the ruler of Cancer season or Cancerian energy. Your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. The moon is the reason for this Page of Swords vibes that we have. See, the Page of Swords also connects to 8 of Cups, which is Saturn and Pisces. Obstacles and challenges you experience because of your belief. Obstacles and challenges you experience because of your belief. You keep walking back to those obstacles and challenges that are not connected to what you know. It's a belief, but it's not connected to beliefs or opinions. They're to listen. You see that there? Obstacles and challenges that this could be a way of thinking, a way of expressing, a way of feeling. Thinking, expressing, and feeling, but doing and being something completely different. This could be, what area of life is this? Yeah, this first house, what people see and the impression you give. I'm telling you. The sun, this, your identity and your immortal spirit, your destiny is involved. And that's what that Mercury and Leo energy was talking about here not too long ago. But if destiny is fast and free, you do abide in the heart of creation and you never leave this spot. Fast and free. Everybody wants shit quick. This is what I'm saying. If you ain't ready for the process, it's 120 on the timer. We just looked at something where it said 120. And I think that had something to do with that license plate I saw too. No, there was something before it. I want to see what it was though. Was it the selenite? It sure was the selenite's message. Okay. Which says the end is near. Yeah, the end of your transformation is near. But this end is a different type of ending from, again, age of Pisces, age of Aquarius. Pisces has a lot to do with the moon's energy to emotions. It's water. Then you have Aquarius, which is connected to Uranus, which has to do with electricity. The impulses of the nerves. The impulses of the nerves generate the emotion. But if you're still operating from the emotion being the source of it, because that which is that what's at the surface, the impulse of that nerve, it's going to be much stronger. It's in the frequency where it's able to, it has the consent of source to do its thing. Now I'm just like basically being the voice for the ages right now. The age of Pisces basically telling you, listen. It's kind of like a mother and a father type of thing, where your mom will let you do whatever you want to do, and then you got, well, that's talking about Jupiter and Saturn too, because Jupiter will give you whatever it is that you want, even if you're not prepared. Saturn will make sure that you have certain boundaries and structures before you're given what you're asking for. When I move, you move. Just like that. I just heard that in my head. Let's see what else. What about the moon? Ooh, okay, we got 3 cards coming out here. Aries, Pisces, and your... Listen, what the fuck? All right. That just confirmed what I just said then. And I got the message too, source. You better believe that. You better believe that. Okay? We gonna get to the impulse of that nerve then. Because now it clears out whatever it is that you are over analyzing. Sixth house energy. Virgo, which has to do with work, co-workers, but it also speaks about your dreams, oils, herbs, self-purification, pets. Let's see what else we got going on here. What's crowning this message here for the collective? The Tower. Wow. I gotta get one more because we gotta know what the Tower is. We got the Hermit. This is what we just did. This is what we just did. Continue to speak, Source. What's the Tower here? Crowning the reading. 3 of Swords. And what fell on top of it was the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long way coming because the age of Pisces, that's the polar opposite, is Virgo. We got Saturn and Libra here, though. So the Tower moment, the change in the foundation. Some of you are calling in a Tower moment yourself. When we're speaking of Saturn, because that's the Page of Swords right there in the immediate future. Let me see what we got going on here. Let me continue. Look at that. See? Deception, envy, jealousy. But this is also about being careful. Some of you are being too careful that you're not even moving. You're being too careful that you're not even moving. Some of you, it's time for you to get into your Empress mode. And I definitely saw the 2 of Cups on the other side of that. What's the immediate future here? You got the King of Cups. Some of you, you have family that feel like that you're disconnecting from them too, because you got here the Empress and the 5 of Pentacles. We're going to see what this is about, though. We're going to see what this is about, because use your fire. You have the consent of the Most High to use your fire. Some of you may want to look in your chart to see what fire signs you have when it comes to the planets. The part of your personality will be the planets. The energy of those fire signs can help you with this message as well. Or the houses, which will show you the area of your life. Aries, Leo, Sag. Then you have the King of Cups in your immediate future. Now, the King of Cups talks about being family oriented, business mindset, intelligent, cosmic law, stability, wisdom, reliable, trustworthy, affectionate. This could also be, wow, Moon in Aquarius, February 11th to February 19th. February 11th, February 19th. Was 223. 223 will be the Knight of Cups. Okay. What's the advice here? Focus on victory and success. Some of you feel like this leap of faith that you're taking has something to do with the past, but that's a leap of destruction. We got the Page of Wands here. We do that. You have a message coming in here from an ally. Someone who is reliable. This could be that King of Cups also. Could be a younger water sign, younger fire sign. Or this could be you. Younger water sign, younger fire sign. But it's time for you to focus and connect with those that celebrate you and who you also celebrate. And release those that you have been tolerating because of beliefs of the age of Pisces. This is where religion will come in certain cases where people get stuck in certain connections or situations because this is what God said they must forgive. Yeah, you forgive, but you don't sit there and be stupid and keep doing the same shit now. You know what's up. You know what you don't like to feel. You know what mental processes you don't want to connect to. So get to the root of what makes you think that way, what makes you feel that way, what makes you express yourself that way. You know what I'm saying? Send the environment here. It's wild because it made me look at this horse like the pale horse that got upset because it couldn't conquer you. And now it has to carry you. because your heart too strong. That was the world card and the star card showing through there. Some of you are about to be well known for what you do. And a lot of the anxiety that you feel is because you holding yourself back. You know how big you're about to be. Look at that. Ace of Cups in your environment. Source is bringing in some love. This is why I feel like this love that's coming in has something to do with B1, the divine counterpart, which is why it's like it's the last call. It's like the last call. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Conflicting conversations, but conflicting conversations that bring forth victory. Because this is Venus in Aquarius and Venus is Libra. And Libra has a lot to do with growth through confrontation, growth through certain partnerships. Like y'all was asking before, why do we attract people that hurt us? Because there's a part of us within ourselves that allows that to come in because it resonates. You don't know initially why you're resonating with this energy until it shows it to you because it's a hidden part of you. You know? So let's see here. What is this Ace of Cups? Let's check on that. Let's check on this Ace of Cups. Let's check on this Ace of Cups here. What's this Ace of Cups about? Star family, Ace of Cups. It's the season. Tribe of Judah. A crowned lion. It's one thing to say lion king, but this one here. This is a whole, this is lion emperor. Look at this energy, man. This is what's in your environment. An energy that is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Does that not sound like a divine counterpart? Self-belief, aka intelligence of one's core values. Intelligence of your core values. This is something that you know about yourself, that it may have come from an experience, but it's much deeper than the experience. It's actually what connected you to the experience. It's actually what connected you to saying, let me go to this destiny. Let me have this mother and father, this experience, so that way I can grow and evolve. So now that I'm being granted the authority of the Lord, the authority of spirit to travel through realms. And now we're understanding what it means to transform, where death becomes taboo. Death is taboo, though. That's part of the energy that I was picking up on at the beginning of the live, too. It's like a lot of people move the way they do because one, they're afraid to die and they feel like time is running out. They out of time. Time is art. You can't run out of that. The only way you do is if you stop creating. You stop believing, you stop knowing, believing, faith, knowing age. It's the faith, knowing age. That a lot of practice. To discern what you're saying you believe in. Welcome, love. 8:33. So let's see what else. What else about this Ace of Cups here? This is the season now. New moon and Leo popping through here too. So Virgo, Leo. Now this is giving me Regulus energy. Royal Star Regulus. This is Leo 29 degrees. This is making decisions from the heart, from the magnet of attraction, from the power, from the source of power. Whatever this is in the environment for the collective is connected to the frequency you have in your heart right now. Now, some of you may have encountered situations or people in the past that you weren't prepared for. You were not prepared for them. You had to go through a specific, or they were not prepared for you, however that is, and you're finding out that you may be prepared, or that's not what it is now. You know what I'm saying? You're making this decision. You're taking action on a decision. But you couldn't see this decision until you remove the smoke and mirrors, or the clouded judgment that you was having before. Because a lot of that clouded judgment is going to come from the way you was raised. And there's a lot that you're going to have to remove to connect to your self-belief. What is your self-belief in? Not what they taught you, not what you learned here. You learned all of that. Yes. Now bring it in. Bring it in. Go into the world within you. Go into the world within you. That's a vast world. That's bigger than the world that you see outside of you. Way bigger. Now we're talking about the cosmic world. When you look within, you're connecting to the cosmic realms. You can see whatever it is that you want to see. But you'll only be shown what you're prepared to see. Let's go into the next card here. Take the moment that you must to isolate yourself and regroup, because you got this 10 of Cups over here. This is Mars and Pisces. It's a spiritual warrior of self-belief, basically. The spiritual warrior self-belief brings together the past, present, and future as one in the power of now. Becoming the bridge within all realms, which allows you to get in between these worlds. In order for you to get to another world, there's an in-between space that you have to go through to get to the next. And be not afraid of that either. I don't care how weird it is. Look at that, Saturn. Okay, so let's see. When it comes to these things called doubts and fears, see, some of you, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. If you look at your human design, there's certain things that are labeled as doubt and fears, but for some of you, that's your way through. So you know the vibes. Wow. For doubts and fears position, we have the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Mars and Gemini, Saturn and Leo. Mars and Saturn. Boundaries. Boundaries. If you still feel like this at any point of your life, boundaries. So you can reclaim your power. Boundaries in your expression within and without about whatever it is that puts you in this space. Sometimes you got to tell people no that surround themselves with this type of energy, especially if you're on this spiritual path, because you'll easily be a magnet to it. It's like you're the manual. That if something goes in a different way, other than the direction it's supposed to go in, you're the manual where there could be a step that you can look at and say, oh, okay, this is where we took a different route that's not allowing us to keep moving forward. They don't notice about you, though. Even if you tell them, some people are not wired to hear what you have to say. The weirdest shit, not even the weirdest shit, the most ignorant thing, but it's there. It's a thing. It's ignorant, but it's a thing. That's all it is. It's ignorance, where you're speaking to someone, they're not, choosing to see the higher vibration. In this age of knowing, that shit is not going to be tolerated. When I say it's not going to be tolerated, I'm speaking of the energy of this planet. It's going to show you why you should have moved a different way like this. The universe is speaking, yo. On a whole different wavelength of what it means that the universe is speaking to you. It's speaking to you the way you hear me talking to you right now. So whatever it is that comes through to you, beloved, you feel that shit. If it makes you feel like this, you know what to do. You're going to have to filter through that energy. You're going to have to ask yourself some questions, think the thoughts that you're going to think, feel what you're going to feel, but get that shit out your body by having that conversation with yourself and realizing what part of it, what part within me, it may take you back to a point of childhood where you start doing this subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? So really have that conversation with yourself here, for real. Ace of Pentacles with the Emperor. Let's see what's the outcome here. See the moon, huh? Moon in Libra, moon in Libra, moon in Libra. Something about a super moon in Libra. Moon in Libra. Now, this is also the waxing crescent energy here, which is about courage of having courage to move forward. This is Leo season. So the energy in itself is going to connect you to courage. But you're going to feel more anxiety, more depression, more of these other labels that is not at a high vibration, the more you keep yourself in the position of not doing something about what you know you must do something about, because it is your life and you're in control of your life, not someone else's. When we talk about responding and taking action, it doesn't mean that you're out here controlling other people. No. Do what you must do for you. See, like me, when I'm handling myself in my channel, I say what I have to say, so that way I can trigger certain people who don't want to be here, who don't like the vibe. You do that. You get up on out of here. But those of you who resonate, you resonate. Not bothering me one bit, though. I just overstand energy. I'm not going to sit here and tolerate anything. Nothing or anything. So, Two of Swords. Let me see what else we got here. That's what I'm saying. Now you got the Devil out here. What's the energy of this, Spirit? What is this about? See? This Jupiter retrograde is about to show you what you're supposed to detach from. If you're supposed to, or if not. Justice. If you're supposed to, is because you've learned a lesson. If you're not supposed to, is because it's a lesson for you to learn. Because that's Capricorn energy too, though. Some of you could be stuck in your head still about a Capricorn, about work. Judgment. This could be a case for some of you. Message. What is this message about? The gift. 717. Yes, 717. 717. 717. 3 times 8, 8888. They're showing me 8882. The triumph of God, full armor of God. Granted second chance message. See, triple helix of DNA. It's a major upgrade. Okay, so, wow. There's something here that you got to disconnect from, and it's only coming around. Either you have to disconnect from it, or this is something you're supposed to be with, and this is why it's coming back around. Tying up loose ends. I don't do the right or wrong, good or bad, cause and effect. Karma is a lesson. And dharma is basically the um, promotion of that lesson. What's the reason? What's the result? What's the situation and the result? Does it align with you being in balance with yourself? Got two options: to continue on that path or to choose a different one, which is not that one. See? They in here heavy because I know I'm saying some shit to y'all that probably, that's why I was like, should I? Yeah, because that would be, anyway. Let me see what 717 talking about again. A call for an uprising. Yeah. Babylon is falling. Yeah, that's about right. Uh-huh. A rapture of mankind. Yeah. Earth Mother Goddess. The Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles. 717. So, all right. Sirius and Pleiades. Sirius and Earth Mother Goddess. What is your message here? What is your message here about this restriction? What is your message here about this restriction? What is the message about this restriction? Let me see what someone's talking about in the next comments. To pluck, gather. Okay. Grapes, which signifies abundance as well. Earth Mother Goddess. What do you have to say here about this devil energy and the Two of Swords? This stalemate. That's a roadblock and a half. It says clear and activate. She said clear and activate. Create sacred space. How do you want them to do this? Number 9, endings. Astral travel. Take it to the spiritual realm. It's something you have to do through meditation, through your dream states, getting more connected to those dream states. You obviously, this is where detox comes into play, certain teas, and really having your vessel cleansed. And also removing yourself from toxic energies that put an energetic load on you, so that way you're able to step into that. Well, you always dream, but you may not remember when you wake up. Let me see. How do they do this? Source. Earth Mother Goddess. The Dark Night of the Soul. Well, shit. This is basically going through the path that allows you to connect your higher self with your physical earth being. 9/11. Hear these sirens going off the way they do. Let me see what you got here. Celebration. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Some of you really around here asking questions, and you're around people that tolerate you. They don't celebrate you. You'll know who's tolerating you when you say something that you are proud of, or something that you've accomplished. You tell them about it, and then the conversation switch. You may have had something else to say, but the conversation switched to something about them. And this is a vibe that you know, someone you connect with, and you allow them to indulge in what it is that they accomplish, because it's obviously something that they're, happy about. Or not even, or when they switch that conversation, they switch it to some type of drama. that makes you think, well, damn, I should have just kept this shit to myself, because you went from a very high vibe to a low one where you're like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm gonna get a zodiac card for this too. I'm being nosy. 9/11. What it say? Thanks God. Mission accomplished. Heaven's code 864888. Heaven's code 444. Love realm. Divine feminine. Unlocking the perfect dream life. Divine light. Global currency. Ophiuchus secret. 13. Now that's divine feminine energy too. And we have the mother goddess bringing in this message. The mother goddess energy or triple goddess energy is like the waxing crescent, full moon, and the waning crescent, or the waxing gibbous and waning gibbous and the new moon. And you're speaking of the crescents and the full and new. Now that's interesting. I'm gonna have to try. Let me see what else. What else you got here? Earth, mother goddess, clear and activate by going through the dark night of the soul. What can they expect? Not even what they can expect. That's on you. Why the dark night of the soul? Why is it the dark night of the soul that they have to do this? Why is this the path, the dark night of the soul? Why is dark night of the soul the path to clear and activate? Why is dark night of the soul the path to clear and activate? Because you can meditate. Why? Because you need to align your universe and navigate distractions. There goes that little shadow energy. There's a part of your shadow that you're unaware of. So you can observe these limitations, spirit's messages. We got 111. Dark night of the soul, create sacred space by clearing and activating, by going through the dark night of the soul, which is going to bring a new meaning to life. And the reason why it's the dark night of the soul, it will have to be, if this shit is your outcome, it's going to have to be the dark night of the soul. You're going to have to confront whatever it is that keeps you in this bondage-like energy, because it's connected to your doubts and fears too. And you're blocking love, unconditional love. For some of you, that's what it is. Your love is based on conditions. For some of you, your love is based on conditions that if you have this, if you have, this thing or that thing, then you better let that go. You better let that go. Dark night of the soul, to align your universe. See, going within. Yeah. So you can navigate the distractions that are there. Because whatever is within you is what you're seeing outside of you. You need to observe, be the observer, where you're watching things from the eye of the soul. Some of you may have to reconnect with the soul first to see through the eye of the soul, because you may be seeing the eye through different spirits. Now, these spirits are using your eyes rather than the spirit knowing who's boss, that they can't intervene when this eye is open. When the soul is involved, the spirit knows what to do. The spirit knows who's in charge. Cosmic connection. All these ones, though. Wow. 11-1-11. Cosmic connection. See that? We gotta let go. And it's number 19. 19 is a karmic number. It's also connected to the sun. You want happiness, you better learn the lesson. You don't need to keep taking the same course over and over and over again. Because in this world, if you sitting here repeating a course or a class, then obviously you're left back. Master your life, baby. Master your life. Cosmic connection. This says you are connected to cosmic intelligence. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. This card brings the message of divine support and illumination. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels with greater understanding, insight, and perception. It is no coincidence that you are finding yourself in sync with new people whose vibrations are at a similar frequency to your own. These new connections are bringing you greater clarity and reflecting the radiant light within you. This goes for the same when you're finding yourself in sync with new people whose vibrations at your vibration, and this could also be a low one. Just know what it is that's coming to you. Be like, oh, what part of me is connected to this? Because obviously we resonate, but we shouldn't be until I change whatever program this is within me. You shouldn't even be here. Unless you are a client. No disrespect to any clients, but I'm just saying there's a difference. You got the higher initiates as clients and people you work with, but then you have those who you really got to refer somewhere else because they're not prepared to have that conversation with you. That type of vibe. Someone else's client. It's like this ain't the space for you, boo. Feel me? So it says here, yes, there are challenges that surround you, challenges that can really tug at the heartstrings. But please understand that these challenges come to you at this time to help you grow and evolve to higher states of consciousness. The universal energy of love has sent beautiful light-filled souls to guide your way and assist you through this transition. Light-filled souls to guide your way and assist you through this transition. Not only do you have these wonderful earthly guides, but also the assistance of loving cosmic guides from a higher dimension. You are a visionary of love. That's 11. A visionary. And through the raising of your own vibration, you will assist others to awaken. Spirit sees your hunger and desire for change. It sees your passion and thirst for planetary healing. Rest assured, your dreams and visions will come to fruition, but first, your own vibration and light needs to be raised. This opportunity comes to you through the challenges you currently face. The challenges are an opportunity for you to gain wisdom. But if you perceive them as something that is happening to you and not for you, you're going to keep going through that cycle like a hamster in a wheel until you realize that, one, you can stop running and realize that, oh, if I keep going this direction, I'm only going to go in this one spot in this hamster where I can stop, get off, and roam a bigger perspective of life, or experience a wider perspective of life, not just this hamster wheel. This opportunity comes to you through challenges you currently face. You see, dear one, the understanding gained from these challenges and the healing they bring will be the precursor to your own increased light. Keep going and know you are not alone during this time. The affirmation, I am illuminated, inspired, and grateful for this opportunity to expand in light of pure consciousness. I am illuminated, inspired, and grateful for this opportunity to expand in the light of pure consciousness. I am illuminated, inspired, and grateful for this opportunity to expand in the light of pure consciousness. The associated chakras are the heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So the heart, the chest, the breast, this is the Cancerian energy also. So and this is making decisions from your heart, which also has quite the voltage when it speaks of electricity, because that's the reason why you're able to be in this physical body. Watch me, because your heart is beating, but there's electricity that's flowing through there. There's a current that's flowing through there that's allowing you to be here right now. And the more you trust this space, the more in connection you'll be to the cosmos. the more in tune you'll be with the law of gravity, where you can call this energy into you. But it won't come to you if deep down inside you still have this belief that sounds a little out there. That's not true. That can't happen because it's never happened. You could be the walking anomaly and you don't even know it. The whatever has never happened is because you're supposed to make it happen. You're supposed to change that story, that trajectory. This is what I mean about who I'm here to talk to today. Day out of time. Time is art. It's not that you don't have enough time, you just don't create enough. And creation comes from the womb, the sacral energy, which speaks of I want. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you want, not believe you want it or think you want it. You got to know. And what you don't know, that's another thing. But what you do know, but you're sitting here feeling like you think about it or you believe in it, those that believing and knowing are two different things. Belief, B, lie. F is 6. A choice to be lied to, because 6 is the Lovers, which speaks of a decision. So yeah, everybody had a choice. To be enslaved too. Because a religious text said so. Because this religious text says so, you're supposed to go by that. That is written by man. That is written by someone like yourself who has visions and would sit there and write a book. Everyone has the manual of the universe, but you will only be able to tap into that when you know about that within you, when you have faith. Because the whole thing with the age of belief, the age of believing, was to really develop humanity to see, which side they want to take their life on. And there was a lot of good or bad and right or wrong during that moment. Plenty of it. Which is why we see the world the way we see it now. But what we do know is that the sun rises and it sets, and when it sets, you'll see the moon, and sometimes you don't always see the moon. You don't always see the moon. And the moon speaks of emotions. People not always supposed to see you. Although the moon is a satellite now. It's an entire satellite. The satellite for you in connection to the universal picture, your satellite is your emotions. Okay? Your satellite's your emotions. How I've become so evolved, see things from a whole different perspective. I got pissed off quite a bit. That's why. That's how. How? In connection to source. I allowed source, whenever I ask a question, to show me the how, because the how belongs to source. And I just had to respond to what the how was, which was basically the message from source, because I had to be more aware what's going on around me. I got more clarity from signs in the universe than I would ever get from a human being. That's when I began to evolve, because I started asking questions, and my soul, my spirit didn't like the response. And I began trusting that. And I just went deeper and deeper and deeper into it. You know what's the question I asked myself today too? With source? I was like, who's right? Who's not so much who's right, but what's the real deal here? What's the real deal here? Are people really supposed to be going to these facilities to heal themselves with doctors and all these things, or can they really do this themselves? I know the answer deep down, but it depends on what we put into our bodies. If we're putting things into our bodies that allows us to co-create or procreate, then we'll be doing the same thing. I just got real tired of the mundane. Why I got so tired? Because I seen too many people becoming sick from it. Whether if it was physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know how they say when the truth will piss you off and then it'll liberate you. And I still have my moments too, because I asked a lot of questions. I be like, yo, so when are we switching this whole paradigm? Because I know source, we can all wake up the next day and this shit look completely different. So what's the hold up? That's my question right now. What's the hold up? Bruh. What's the hold up? But really what it is, the structure of the brains of everyone. Like everyone's brain is structured differently. And it changes based on what you do through, actions and experiences. It changes. For real. And another part of that was I didn't want to put my hands on people no more. Because that's how much I was getting pissed off with the nonsense. I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. Nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. But why am I so aggressive? What's going on? Why am I so aggressive? What type of power is that within me? What can I do with this power? Because deadlifting 300 pounds and squatting damn near two whatever, it ain't enough right now. So what else? Some of y'all are so mystical, so mystical. And mysticism has a lot to do with the mist, the emotions. You have a lot of emotions, a lot of energy in you. And I say a lot of energy because some of you come here from the beginning of time. The beginning of time where the existence of a body began. We ain't talking about Adam and Eve either. That's only about 2,000 years ago. So, whatever, 2,000, 3,000, that wasn't that long ago. And that's where I was like, yo, do y'all realize that there's a moment before that story? There's a moment before that. Because the story keeps getting translated or changed or whatever. I was like, what's the real? What's the realty? What's the original? And a lot of that is it's really not easy for me to explain though. It's not. I'm gonna keep that 100. It's really not easy for me to explain because I feel more. Not that it's not easy. Just don't feel like it's the moment yet. And I'm allowing that to. The moments come out here and there though. They do. But it's like I'm on my own journey too. Right with y'all. Shit. see what else we got. Spirit. This came out. This came out again. It's basically the Judgment card. Then we got the House. The House of Judgment, 7th house. Judgment in terms of balance. What is this about? Because I'm sitting here talking to y'all. That card came out back to back. Adjudication. What is this about now? The 5th house. We got house. The 5th house. And we got 30 and 20. That's 5. 500. 500. 500. This joint says God is ascending. God is ascending, and then Pluto, the Phoenix. There was definitely something about that. Phoenix wings. God is ascending. Oh, shit. And y'all heard what I was just talking about, right? I said, what's the origin? What's the real story? It's missing, or it wasn't written. It's missing, or it wasn't written, or I just said what I said, and look what we're doing right now. See? That's all it is. Speak to self, have questions out loud, and watch source move. Just be aware of the signs and the paths that it's leading you to or through to get an answer. What you want to say now? God is ascending. So what's the original? What's the real deal? Wow. See what I'm saying? You see what this say? You got these 2 runes, first of all. These 2 runes come out, which speaks about separation, withdrawal, here, shedding old skin and outdated relationships, molting, ancestral lots, homeland, inheritance, estate, legacy, greater peace, heaven on earth. I said that shit earlier. I said, I'm ready to bring heaven on earth. This shit about to get weird in the most beautiful way. Avoid reckless bliss, this one here. Fulfillment, ambition, flowing, property, food, livestock, cattle, Hathor's energy. New beginnings, dynamic power, sexual attraction, young love. And this also talks about that in the 5th house. Drawing gravity into the personal. Whoever this is for, you used to have this craving for pork rinds. Then it says here, have the conversation with yourself first. I'm gonna listen to that message as well. So, but just oh shit. And I'm gonna ask as well, when I do have this conversation, the way to move about this with the collective. This might be a Zoom gathering, if you ask me. That one right there. What else? Oh, this could also be the yeah, because it says estate. We got the house. Inheritance, because then you got the coffin here. Some of you about to receive a message of some form of inheritance. This could be an inheritance also. Like, let's say you work somewhere and someone was extremely fond of you and they didn't have anybody, but you're somebody that they always remember. It's that type of vibe where somebody that was extremely wealthy, they didn't have anyone, and they gained that wealth because they were gifted this type of wealth the same way you would be. Like you would never know that this was for you or where this was coming from. I feel like these are spirit guides and angels though bringing this through. Even if something wasn't given to whom it belonged to, it's still gonna come to you. However, there may have been delays in this. But when it comes to you, look at this. What is this? The self. In the world, but not from the world. I'm telling you, bro. Mind, memory, learning divine structures within humanity. See, this is somebody who's unlocking cosmic codes, and you're able to manifest whatever it is that you want. Whatever it is that you want. Like Buddha. Manifesting, just sitting there meditating. Red serpent, look at that. Life force. Trusting your instincts. And we got the crown chakra here. And the universe is mental. Life force, the blood. No worries, love. The blood. Told you about this blood cleansing thing here. Red moon, universal water, blood cleansing. And we got universal water. The color red is significant. Moon serpent, moon serpent, moon serpent, moon serpent, moon serpent. That's giving me Aztec vibes, Mayan vibes. Well, they out of time. Some of you, a spiritual bath is going to be highly significant tomorrow. Tonight, tomorrow. We got the root and the crown. Yeah, wow. And we got number 59 here. Let me see what we talking about. We got 4 and 3, the emperor, the empress. 5 is the Hierophant. 9 is the hermit. Oh, yeah, that about the shit. They took it right out my mouth anyway. Do it. Do it. Yes, do that, honey. Ascended Master Life Path, especially if you're 11, 22, 33. Then we got the yellow star, and that's tomorrow's energy. You're about to be granted the power of life force, universal water. See, you notice when this pops up. Notice when this pops up. I'd rather that than this shit glitch. Let me shut up. I already said it right. There you go, baby. The power of life force, universal water, and elegance. It's like it's time to put your crown on and everything. Yeah, you're evolving. This is your journey on the planet. What heals you is poison for another 180. You see you see? Spiritual cleanse. Aquarius. Feelings are programs we give life to when we say I am. This is all confirming the entire message. And this shit is not even a game right now. Focus on the mission, not how. That maternal energy, which is the moon's Cancerian energy to trust your heart, especially in Leo season, because Leo has to do with the heart. And then we got 1033. That was the message I saw right before coming here. When I saw that shit on the lights plate, I said, ooh. And that speaks about divine guidance around you now. We're going to end this message here with 1033, angel number, baby. Thank you, Source. Whew, the power of purpose. Keys for planning change. Angel number 1033 implies that everything in life is available, but not everything is necessary because a good life chooses its aspect. A high vibrational life chooses its aspect. More so, you need to take advantage of the time that you have now. The art, the ability to create. Time is art. Day out of time is about time being art. So, more so, you need to take advantage of the time creation that you have now. Besides, you need to seek help from your angels because that is the best option you have. equally. You have to shift your mind to better things that will make you concentrate on the better things. And then it says here, you should stick to the path you are on and concentrate on your future life, especially if this is something that you everything around you is changing. You know what I'm saying? Everything around you is changing because you know that you on the path that you're supposed to be in, your true north. Stay there. Keep going. Don't stay there. Keep going down that path. Okay? Because that's the path where you're not going to be understood, but understanding is for self. Understanding it ain't for somebody else. So that when people have these arguments like you don't understand me and all this other stuff, they're not supposed to. That's your job. Understanding is a personal affair. You got to know who you are and what you don't belong around, so you don't have to have these conversations about you don't understand me. Because if we're looking at it from a school standpoint now, if the student is not prepared, they won't be in that grade because they don't understand. They're not ready yet. So angel number 1033 is asking you to seek the protection and guidance of the angels and spiritual masters when you face any fears or tensions while attaining your goals in life. Let's see what else we got here for this. This is dope. Let me go from here. This is what I used to use. I haven't used this in a minute. Sacred Scribe. 1033. Number 1033 is a combination of the attributes of number 1, the influences of number 0, and the vibrations of number 3 appearing twice. Master number 33. Doubling and magnifying its energies. Number 1 carries the vibration of instinct, intuition, progress, and happiness, new beginnings, creation, independence, and uniqueness, motivation, striving forward and progress, ambition, and willpower. Number 1 also reminds us that we create our own realities with our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. See that part right there? That's the major shift in humanity to really see the true depths of we create our own reality, which is getting to the impulse of the nerve that allows you to create that own reality. Then it says here, number 0 relates to developing one's spiritual aspects and carries the vibration of the God force. God is ascending, and universal energies, eternity, infinity, potential, and or choice, oneness, wholeness, continuing cycles and flow, and the beginning point. And its energies emphasize the attributes of the numbers it appears with. Number 3 relates to self-expression and communication, manifesting your desires, optimism and enthusiasm, natural skills and talents, and sociability, creation and creativity, affability, growth, expansion, and the principles of increase. Number 3 also resonates with the vibration of the ascended masters. Master number 33 symbolizes the principle of guidance, the spiritual uplifting of mankind, compassion, blessings, and healing, the teacher of teachers, inspiration, honesty, discipline, bravery, and courage. Angel number 1033 gives you the courage to live your life with enthusiasm and optimism, safe in knowledge that you are well blessed, loved, and supported in all that you do. Live your life with joy, passion, and purpose, as this will manifest your true desires. Be prepared to expand and increase your spiritual development and awakening and awareness. Angel number 1033 is a message to give your fears, doubts, and worries to the angels and ascended masters so that they can be transmuted and healed. Trust that they support you completely and surround you with love and protection. Trust that the universal energies are working things out for your highest purpose, and your angels are sending you positive energies, intentions, and affirmations. Your angels are sending you positive energies, intentions, and affirmations. Your angels are sending you positive energies, intentions, and affirmations. Be sure to pay particular attention to your thoughts, ideas, and insights, as these are giving you information about the next steps to take along your spiritual path. Any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be well worth your while, and you will be assisted in their undertaking. Follow your heart's desires and use your personal creativity in ways that uplift your own energies and that of others. Keep a positive attitude about yourself, others, and the world in order to manifest peace, love, and harmony. Send blessings and positive energies to others and the environment and expect wonderful blessings in return. Be the creator of your own experiences by intentionally guiding your own life and consciously choosing the direction of your thoughts, intentions, and actions. Allow your true nature to shine forth and create life experiences that empower you and enrich your life. This is also connected to angel number 7, 1033, 1337. It speaks of a beneficial time with obstacles overcome and successes realized. You are to look to further developing your personal spirituality and encourage others to do the same. That's listen. That's where we at today, y'all. Okay. I appreciate you all always. You already know, nothing but love. Okay. Y'all know I don't come here to be babying people either. I gotta love you, but I ain't gonna baby you. There's one thing where I'll work with you, but if I notice that you sitting there doing the same thing, run. Get away from me. Okay? Can quick. Because there's really no need for that. There's really no need to allow ourselves to go with the flow that is not our flow. You know what I'm saying? So I love you all more. I see you mañana or whenever. Okay? Y nos vemos ahorita, coño. Adiós. Ciao. Bye bye. Later.